Long ago, in the celestial kingdom of the Jade Emperor, there lived a young goddess named Zhinu. She was the seventh and most talented daughter of the heavens. Her duty was to weave the clouds into dazzling robes for the gods, and her skill was unmatched. Yet, despite her beauty and grace, she felt a deep loneliness, for the heavens were cold and silent, and no one ever spoke to her beyond formal courtesies. One day, while bathing with her sisters in a sacred pool, she set aside her magical feathered robe, the source of her divine power. Unbeknownst to her, a young cowherd named Niulang had been watching from the shadows. His old ox, who had once been a celestial being, had told him of the heavenly maidens who sometimes descended to the mortal world. Niulang, curious and kind-hearted, had no intention of causing harm. But when he saw Zhinu's robe lying upon the rocks, something stirred in his heart. He took it, not out of mischief, but because he longed to speak with her, to know the woman behind the divine grace. When Zhinu emerged from the water and found her robe missing, panic set in. Without it, she could not return to the heavens. Then she saw Niulang, holding her robe with gentle hands, his eyes filled not with greed, but with quiet admiration. "Forgive me," he said, bowing deeply. "I only wished to meet you." Zhinu, though startled, saw no deceit in him. She spoke with him and learned of his simple life, tending his ox, working the fields, and finding joy in the little things. She loved his kindness, his laughter, and the way he cherished the world around him. They married in secret and built a humble life on earth. For years, they were happy. They had 2 children, and though they were poor, their home was filled with love. But the Jade Emperor, discovering his daughter's absence, was furious. He ordered the heavens to drag her back, separating her from Niulang by a vast uncrossable river of stars. Niulang, desperate, begged his old ox for help. With its last breath, the ox said, "Take my hide. It will carry you to the heavens." With his children in baskets slung over his shoulders, Niulang chased after Zhinu, his love giving him the strength to climb the skies. The Jade Emperor, seeing their devotion, was moved, but he could not allow them to live together forever. Instead, he decreed that once a year, on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month, magpies would form a bridge across the Milky Way, allowing the lovers to reunite for a single, fleeting night. This story teaches us that love requires sacrifice. Zhinu and Niulang loved each other deeply, but their happiness came at a cost. Zhinu had to leave her duties, and Niulang had to risk everything to follow her. In the end, they learned that even the strongest love must sometimes yield to greater responsibilities. But there is another lesson here. True love is worth waiting for. Even though they could only meet once a year, their bond never faded. Sometimes, the things we cherish most are not the ones we can hold every day, but the ones we must fight for and treasure when we have them. So remember, love bravely, but wisely. And never take for granted the time you have with those you hold dear. If this tale moved you, let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you'd like to explore more timeless wisdom, please subscribe and check out some of our other videos.